Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another coloring book flip through for you guys. Now, you guys have seen me haul this book in a recent video, so I thought I'd go ahead and give you guys a flip through of the Smurfs coloring book. This is adult coloring book, Designs Smurfs edition, and as I was saying in the haul video, when I went on to Amazon to look for a Smurfs coloring book, most of them were kids coloring books. But this one is classified as an adult coloring book. Now, some of the pages are very simple in this, so a kid could color them. But then you get into some more detailed ones, which is pretty nifty. But you know, these kind of look more like the classic cartoon Smurfs, which is what I really like. I mean, don't get me wrong, the movies are cute and stuff, but I'm just such a sucker for the classics. And so I was really glad to see that this looks more like the classic cartoon from the 80s that I still love to this day. And you guys are probably going to laugh at me, but I love me my Smurfs. I can't help it. So those of you who may not know, some of you may know this, but most of you may not, but my two favorite all-time cartoons that ever were, number one is the Flintstones, and number two are the Smurfs. So, yeah, I'm just such a sucker for the old classics. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on with the flip-through. So, this looks more like an 8.5 by 11 sized coloring book, and it's not really super thick. Looks thicker because it is going to be single-sided pages. And then here is the back of it. It just kind of gives you some examples of what you're going to find in the book. Okay. Now I will put the link to Amazon for this book in the description section of this video. So if you want to look at it on Amazon, which is where I got this one, you can go ahead and click on that link and look at that. So you'll notice that, and I'm going to go ahead and disclose this. When I put in Amazon links, it's, you know, to my Amazon Associates thing. So any money that I make from this goes back into my channel to get new books and supplies to show you guys. So I don't make a whole heck of a lot off of this or anything. It's not like I get super rich off of this, because I certainly don't. But anything I do make goes right back into the channel to get new coloring books and supplies and stuff. So I show you these so that you guys can get these books if you so choose, because sometimes you don't often see flip-throughs of these different books. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with the flip-through. Now, the paper in this is not the best. It kind of feels, it's a little better than the Create Space paper, but it pretty much feels like copy paper, okay? So it's not going to be real thick, nice paper that you're going to get with, like, Secret Garden or Millie Morato's books or anything like that. But they are single-sided pages, so you're not going to worry about having to bleed, you know, it's not going to bleed through on the back of your, or on your next image, as long as you put something in between your pages to protect them. I don't know that it would be a good idea to use watercolors or anything on this, because this paper is very thin, and if you're not careful with the water, you're going to end up pilling your paper, and you could just destroy it in the end. So be really careful about what you do. Okay, so here's our first image. Okay, we have one of the Smurf houses right there. Try to get everything so we can see. And we have a lot of the pictures of the different Smurfs. Of course, we have, you know, things like Gargamel in here. Okay, try to get where. So these are going to be pretty easy to color. You get ones that are going to be a little bit more detailed. And some of them you're going to notice, that the picture is going to go like this. But most of them are going to be like this. And they're just, sometimes you get a lot of the single Smurfs, and then sometimes you get ones with, like, Smurfette. I think there was one in here, Brainy and Clumsy, because they were like best pals in the cartoon. Okay, so this one is going to go like that. Now, like I said, most of these are pretty simple, but you're going to get some with a bit more detail in them, which is nice. Now some of them have some pretty significant black in there. I think that one is going to go like this. Some of them you got to turn the book. Some of them have thicker lines. I think these are done by various artists. I don't think any one particular artist has done, has illustrated all of these. No, I think that one goes like this. So I think you're going to find that there's varying artists in this book, but you don't get duplicates of any of these. They're all different. Some of them have thinner lines than others. So if you like pictures with real heavy dark lines, or if you prefer the thinner lines, there's going to be something in here for you if you're a Smurfs fan. But there's a lot of areas to practice some shading. If you want, you can color their hats a little different, because if you remember what they look like, you know, their hats and stuff and their clothes were always white. And of course the Smurfs themselves are blue. There's one with a little bit more detail right there. But the Smurfs themselves are blue, of course. But you can, if you want to do like an alternate universe Smurf, you can color their clothes different colors or whatever. But this is a cute book. I do have to say, there's another one with thinner lines. I mean, this really is a very cute book, and this is my one and only Smurfs coloring book. Because the ones that I saw for kids, and I might just pick up a kid's Smurf coloring book just to see the difference a little bit, but the kids' ones are normally real simple with a lot of just huge spaces, and that's okay if that's what you want to color. But these seem to have a little bit more detail, and you can practice your shading on these. There's ample area to do that in this book. The only thing that I don't like is that the paper is pretty thin. I wish it was done on some better paper. But if you are a Smurfs fan, you're going to find something in here that you're going to like. And there is a test page, so you can test your mediums, and then the back cover doesn't have anything on it. So out of 5 stars, I would give this 4.5 because it's a subject I like. I'm a big Smurfs fan. I love the Smurfs, as I have said a few times in this video. And the pictures are cute. I think there's something in here for every Smurf fan, especially if you just want to color the different Smurfs. You know, there's not a whole lot of scenery in this. It's mainly just the Smurfs themselves, or Gargamel, or, you know, the different characters in the Smurfs franchise. But if you're into coloring like the individual Smurfs, or, you know, making each Smurf detailed or whatever, this is a good book for you. But if you're looking for like scenery, like from the cartoon or the movies and stuff, this book does not contain that. They're pretty much just the individual Smurfs in here. So that would be a disappointment if you're wanting more like scenery or movie scenes or something like that. There's probably a book out there that has that kind of stuff in it, but this is not one of them that does that. And also, like I said, the paper is pretty thin. So, like I said, I give it 4.5 out of the 5 stars, just because the paper, I wish we had better paper. But I love this book. It's very cute, and I can see myself coloring most, if not all, of the pages in this. So I'm going to be working on this probably like after all the color alongs are over and stuff. So, or, you know, just in my leisure, or, you know, this would be really good for a coloring gab. So I will definitely be working a lot in this book. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through. I will put the link to this book on Amazon in the description section of this video, so you can look at that if you're interested in this book. And you guys have a great day. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And while you are at it, go ahead and hit the bell. You will be notified when I upload new videos. You guys have a great day. Leave a comment, and we'll talk to you guys in the next video. Okay, bye guys.